New York City is full of hidden gems, and among those gems is Governor Island, a 172-acre island located in the heart of New York Harbor, approximately 800 yards from the southern tip of Manhattan Island and just off the coast of Brooklyn. The island has a rich history and has served various purposes over the centuries. The easiest and most efficient way to get to Governor's Island is by taking the Governor's Island Ferry from Battery Maritime Building at 10 South Street in Lower Manhattan. Ferry tickets cost $4 per person and can be purchased on the Governor's Island website or ferry operator website. Make sure to check the ferry schedule before going. Arrive at the ferry dock a little before your scheduled departure time. The ferry ride itself offers fantastic views of the Statue of Liberty and Manhattan skyline. On weekdays, the first ferry departs from Manhattan at 7 a.m., while the last ferry departs from Governor's Island at 5:30 p.m. On weekends, the first ferry departs at 7 a.m., while the last ferry departs from Governor's Island at 5:30 p.m. On weekends and holiday Mondays, there are ferries connecting Governor's Island to Pier 6 and Brooklyn Bridge Park near the intersection of Furman Street and Atlantic Avenue, and Atlantic Basin and Red Hook. New York Harbor is a large natural harbor located in the confluence of the Hudson River, the East River, and the Atlantic Ocean on the northeast coast of the United States. It is one of the busiest and most historically significant harbors in the world, serving as a vital hub for commerce, transportation, and maritime activities. Situated on the coastline of New York City, New York City metropolitan area, which includes the 5 boroughs of New York City, Manhattan, Brooklyn, Queens, the Bronx, and Staten Island. It is characterized by a complex network of waterways and includes several distinct areas such as the Upper Bay, the Lower Bay, the East River, and the Hudson River. The harbor has played a pivotal role in American history. It was a crucial point of entry for European immigrants in the 19th and early 20th century, with millions arriving at Ellis Island and making their way into the United States through New York Harbor. New York Harbor is home to several iconic landmarks, including the Statue of Liberty and Ellis Island. The Statue of Liberty was a gift from France to the United States. It symbolizes freedom and democracy and has welcomed countless immigrants to America. The harbor houses the Port of New York and New Jersey, one of the largest and busiest ports in the United States. It handles a vast array of cargo, including containers, automobiles, bulk commodities, and more. The port plays a crucial role in the regional and national economy. New York Harbor is a crucial transportation nexus for the region. It is served by numerous bridges, tunnels, ferries, and other transportation links that connect Manhattan to the surrounding boroughs and New Jersey. New York Harbor continues to be a dynamic and vibrant part of New York City's landscape, serving as both a symbol of the city's history and a crucial economic and transportation hub. It remains a destination for tourists and a vital center for commerce and a place where residents can connect with the city's maritime heritage. Get Your Guide offers various city tours, including hop-on, hop-off bus tours, walking tours, and bike tours that take you to some of New York City's most famous landmarks and neighborhoods. Save time by booking skip-the-line tickets to popular attractions like Empire State Building, One World Observatory, and the 9/11 Memorial Museum. Enjoy cruises that offer stunning views of the Statue of Liberty and Ellis Island, as well as the Manhattan skyline. Use my links to get ticket attractions and browse guided tours in New York City. Look for outstanding deals on flights, hotels, car rentals, and attractions on Booking.com, where your adventures are just a click away and exclusive rewards are around every corner. Check out some outstanding deals using the links below. For example, you can get some great deals on villas and resorts by using my links. Use my links to find hotels in New York City from Booking.com. Governor's Island was originally inhabited by the Lenape Native Americans before the arrival of the European settlers. It was first called Pagang by the Lenape. The Dutch West India Company initially controlled the island in the 17th century. It was used for farming. Later, the British took control of the island and used it for military purposes during the American Revolutionary War. Governor's Island was a major military post for the United States Army and was later the Coast Guard. It served as an important base for the defense of New York Harbor and played a role in various conflicts, including the Civil War and World War II. Governor's Island is located approximately 800 yards south of Manhattan Island and is separated from Brooklyn to the east by the 400-yard wide Buttermilk Channel. The National Park Service administers a small portion of the north end of the island as the Governor's Island National Monument, including two former military fortifications named Fort J and Castle Williams. The Trust for Governor's Island operates the remaining 150 acres, including 52 historic buildings. About 103 acres of the land area is fill, added in the early 1900s to the south of the original island. In 2001, the federal government declared Governor's Island a national monument. The island was transferred from the U.S. Coast Guard to the people of New York and was open to the public. Today, Governor's Island is a popular recreational destination and cultural hub. It features parks, historic buildings, art installations, and various events and festivals. It also offers stunning views of the Manhattan skyline and Statue of Liberty. Governor's Island is open to the public from late spring to early fall, and visitors can access it by ferry. The island hosts a wide range of activities, including biking, picnicking, art exhibits, and outdoor performances. Many of the historic buildings on Governor's Island have been preserved and repurposed for public use. The island's historic district contains well-preserved military structures, including Fort J and Castle Williams. Governor's Island has become a popular destination for the public, attracting more than 800,000 visitors per year as of 2018. Fort J, also known as Fort Columbus, is a historic military fort on Governor's Island in New York Harbor. Fort J is one of the oldest and most significant military installations in the U.S. It was originally constructed in the late 18th century. It was built by American colonial forces during the American Revolutionary War as defense against the British naval threats. The fort was initially named Fort J in name of John Jay, a prominent American statesman. Due to its strategic location in New York Harbor, Fort J played a crucial role in the defense of New York City and the surrounding region during various conflicts in American history, including the American Revolution, the War of 1812, and the Civil War. The fort is designed in a traditional star-shaped pattern of military fortifications from the 18th century. It features earthen ramparts, a moat, and various buildings for housing troops and storing supplies. Fort J is a testament to the rich history of New York City and its role in American military heritage. It provides a unique opportunity for visitors to step back in time and learn about the military history of the U.S. Nolan Park is a bucolic 4-acre manicured green surrounded by houses and buildings that date back to the 1800s. When the island is open to the public, Nolan Park is generally used for picnicking and other leisure activities. The park is surrounded by houses, which are distinctive by their bright yellow color. The park is surrounded by houses, which is distinctive by their bright yellow color. Several of these houses are open to the public, with art exhibits during the open season. Nolan Park is a historic area on Governor's Island that contains a row of 19th century officers' quarters. These buildings have been converted into artist studios and residences, contributing to the island's artistic and cultural scene. The buildings in Nolan Park are traditional colonial-style houses with distinctive red brick facades and white columns. They once served as residences for high-ranking military officers and their families who were stationed on Governor's Island. Nolan Park, with its well-preserved historic houses, provides a glimpse into the past and offers a sense of the island's military history. Its tranquil and picturesque area makes it a popular site for visitors to stroll and enjoy the historic ambience. The Governor's House can also be found here on the island. This elegant Victorian-style house served as the residence for the commanding officer of Governor's Island. It dates back to the 19th century and is a fine example of Victorian architecture. Colonel's Row is a collection of 19th century houses that once housed the highest ranking military officers and their families. Some of these buildings have been renovated and repurposed for various uses, while others await restoration. Another historic building is Leggett Hall, a massive red brick building that was originally built as a military barrack in the early 20th century. Today, it is one of the largest historic buildings on the island and has been repurposed for various uses, including office space and event venues. The Admiral's House was once home to the commander of the Coast Guard. It is a beautiful historic building with stunning views of the harbor. This building has been restored and is used for events and gatherings. BigBus Tours is the largest operator of open-top sightseeing tours worldwide, currently operating in 23 cities across the globe. Tours take in all of the top sites in each city, and you can hop on, hop off at all of the major landmarks to explore at your own pace. Explore New York City the Big Bus way and use my link to book your Big Bus tour in New York City. GoCity is transforming the way you see and experience the world's greatest destinations. With GoCity's passes, you can visit bucket list attractions, enjoy top tours, and enjoy plenty of hidden gems, all of which are handpicked by local experts. Plus, you can say goodbye to multiple entry fees and paper tickets. With GoCity, it's one price, one pass, and everything you need is right there on your phone. If you are interested in saving some money, use my links to get started. On your way back to Manhattan from Governor's Island, get a good glimpse of the Brooklyn skyline. Like the neighboring Manhattan, it is known for its iconic and diverse architectural features. As one of New York City's 5 boroughs, Brooklyn has a growing and evolving skyline that reflects its status as a major urban city. The Brooklyn Bridge itself is an iconic part of that skyline, connecting Brooklyn to Manhattan. Its neo-Gothic towers are a distinctive feature, and the bridge offers excellent views of both boroughs. The Brooklyn skyline continues to evolve with new development and construction projects. As Brooklyn's popularity as a residential and cultural destination grows, so too has the demand for modern buildings and amenities. The borough's skyline now reflects this blend of historic charm and contemporary architecture, offering a diverse and vibrant urban landscape. You can get a good view of Brooklyn Bridge Park and Dumbo while taking a ferry to and from Governor's Island. Once you get back into Manhattan, take a chance to visit the Financial District. The Financial District is located along the Lower Manhattan waterfront and is home to many iconic financial institutions, including the New York Stock Exchange and the Federal Reserve Bank of New York. It is also where you'll find historic streets like Wall Street and landmarks like Trinity Church. The Financial District of Lower Manhattan, also known as Speedy, is a neighborhood located on the southern tip of Manhattan in New York City. It is bounded by West Side Highway on the west, Chambers Street and City Hall Park to the north, Brooklyn Bridge to the northeast, and East River to the southeast, and South Ferry and the Battery to the south. The city of New York was created in the Financial District in 1624, and the neighborhood roughly overlaps with the boundary of the New Amsterdam settlement in the late 17th century. The district comprises of offices and headquarters of many of the city's major financial institutions. The heart of the Financial District is often considered to be the corner of Wall Street and Broad Street, both of which are contained entirely within the district. The Lower Manhattan Waterfront, also known as Downtown Manhattan Waterfront, is a significant and historically important area along the southern tip of Manhattan Island in New York City. It encompasses a stretch of the Manhattan shoreline along the East River and New York Harbor. The Lower Manhattan Waterfront is a hub for ferry services, including ferries to Governor's Island, Staten Island, Liberty Island, which is home to the Statue of Liberty, and other destinations. The Staten Island Ferry in particular provides excellent views of the Statue of Liberty and the harbor. The South Street Seaport is a historic area along the East River that features a collection of restored 19th century buildings, including Shermanhorn Row and Fulton Market Building. It is a popular tourist destination with shops, restaurants, and cultural attractions, such as the South Street Seaport Museum. Lower Manhattan offers several scenic waterfront promenades that provide stunning views of the harbor, the Statue of Liberty, Ellis Island, and the surrounding skyline. These waterfront areas offer a peaceful escape from the hustle and bustle of the city and are perfect for leisurely strolls, jogging, or simply enjoying the views. Here are some of the notable waterfront promenades in Lower Manhattan. Battery Park, also known as the Battery, located at the southern tip of Manhattan, which features a lovely promenade along the harbor. The Battery, which is located on the southern tip of Manhattan, features a lovely promenade along the harbor. Visitors can walk along the Battery Park Esplanade, which offers panoramic views of the New York Harbor, the Statue of Liberty, and Ellis Island. The park is also home to several monuments and gardens. The Hudson River Park runs along the western edge of Manhattan and includes parts of Lower Manhattan. The park has a beautiful waterfront promenade with beaches, bike paths, and recreational areas. You can enjoy views of the Hudson River, New Jersey, and New York Harbor. Viator is a traveler's one-stop shop for researching, planning, and booking destination activities in more than 400 destinations worldwide. Find the best deals on top attractions, trips, and tours in New York City. For example, make the most of your time in the city that never sleeps on a guided tour of New York City's top attractions. Travel by the Staten Island Ferry and bus as you swing by the 9/11 Memorial, Central Park, Rockefeller Center, and more. Then hop on a one-trip ferry for a sightseeing cruise past the Statue of Liberty and Ellis Island, complete with stunning views of the world-famous skyline and Brooklyn Bridge. Use my links to look at Viator Tours in New York City. Millennium Hotels and Resorts is one of the most renowned and biggest hotel chains around the world, scattered all over North America, Europe, Asia, New Zealand, the Middle East, China, and Taiwan. They offer luxury hotels for businesses and luxury travelers all over the world and offer feature special deals all the time. Check my links in the description to get the latest offers from Millennium Hotels and Resorts. Battery Park City is a planned community situated on landfill and extends into Hudson River. It includes residential buildings, parks, schools, and commercial spaces. Battery Park City provides a peaceful and modern contrast to the bustling streets of Lower Manhattan. More than one-third of the development is parkland. The land upon which it was built was created by land reclamation on the Hudson River, using 3 million cubic yards of soil and rock evacuated during the construction of the World Trade Center, the New York City Water Tunnel, and certain other projects, as well as from sand dredged from the New York Harbor off Staten Island. Rockefeller Park is a scenic urban park located in Battery City neighborhood of Lower Manhattan in New York City. It is part of the Hudson River Park system and offers a peaceful and green escape from the bustle of the bustling city. The park is bounded by Warren Street to the north, River Terrace to the west, and the Hudson River to the east. The park covers approximately 9 acres and is characterized by its lush green lawns, tree-lined paths, and gardens. It offers a serene atmosphere and a beautiful waterfront setting. Rockefeller Park includes various amenities and features, making it a popular destination for both residents and visitors. Some of the main attractions of Rockefeller Park is its stunning views of the Hudson River and the New Jersey shoreline. Visitors can leisurely walk along the waterfront esplanade while enjoying the river vistas. The park hosts various cultural events, performances, and community gatherings throughout the year. These events add vibrancy to the park and contribute to the sense of community in Battery Park City. Rockefeller Park offers a tranquil and green oasis in the midst of the city, making it a popular spot for picnics, leisurely walks, and outdoor activities. Its scenic beauty, well-maintained gardens, and waterfront views make it a cherished urban park in Lower Manhattan. CruiseDirect is a leading online travel company dedicated to providing customers with better deals than any other cruise website and access to great deals on cruise vacations. CruiseDirect offers special rates and savings on cruise bookings with some of the most popular cruise lines in the world, and every deal is backed by a price guarantee. You won't find these prices on any other cruise booking website. It's a cruise finder and booking site committed to helping you research all your cruise travel options to find a cruise that fits what you're looking for. Use my links to find last-minute cruises and to search for other outstanding cruises. Governor's Island is a good place to visit for a getaway from the hustle and bustle of the big city. After visiting Governor's Island, be sure to visit the Battery Park City, and Rockefeller Park in Lower Manhattan.